What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Tron to BTC. We will also be diving a little bit more in depth in regards to the current, charting, in regards to where this price could potentially go, Litecoin halving, Bitcoin halving, as well as checking out the current coin market cap. I do have an article to share as well, which will be quite interesting and quite, reassuring to some people. But without further ado, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump right into today's video. So, before we begin, I saw a lot of backlash with yesterday's video. Very interesting. It seems like you guys don't like negative videos made or created in regards to potential retracements within Litecoin. That's what I'm starting to notice. And honestly, I don't want this channel to be 100% perma-bull, Litecoin to $1,000, end of 2019. I don't want it to sound like that. We got to have both, positive and negative videos created in regards to the potential effects of Litecoin. I can't keep pumping Litecoin and then see it retrace to lower levels. That's what I'm regarding right now. The reason why I said that Litecoin was, game over potentially was because of the fact that we haven't seen any movement or volume within Litecoin in the past couple of days. And I wanted to now share and go over the potential, effects of what volume shooting into Litecoin could do for the future of this coin, especially leading towards the halving for Bitcoin as well as Litecoin. So in terms of short-term growth and short-term movement, we are here on the current coin market cap. You'll notice market cap is 277.6, 24-hour volume is 57.7 billion, and then Bitcoin dominance is 65.1%. So all in all, nothing too bad. Everything practically consolidating back down, not really seeing much movement or volume at all, which is unfortunate, but consolidation is necessarily a good thing, but it's been like this for the past couple of days. You'll notice that out of the top 10 cryptos, only 3 out of the 10 are in green and positive. The rest are only down about 1 to maybe 2% max. And you can see that we've slowly kind of tipped off right now, hit some sort of resistance, and are slowly consolidating back down. So all in all, we don't look too bad. There are really not too many coins that are getting affected. Tron is quite a bit. We'll look at that later on. Crypto.com chain is up 14%. The majority of the tokens are just, down quite a bit, or not. Some are down quite a bit. Some are up quite a bit. You can see Lisk and Hedge Trade right there. But I do just want to jump into the current charts and check out what exactly is happening with the coins and why we're seeing this retracement in terms of volume. So you'll notice volume is pretty much capped off. Not really seeing much volume at all. And you'll notice we are slowly falling lower on the relative strength indicator. And what's interesting too to understand is, there's a couple of patterns forming on Litecoin that I do want to discuss with you. A couple of people were asking me, where the price is moving, things of that nature. So I want to share with you potentially some positive news that maybe has an effect with your investing strategies, maybe has an effect with the way you view charts. And you'll notice this is post having Bitcoin to hit $100,000 in 2020. It's unlikely, but the data shows. So you can see pretty much without reading much, the halving by Tor Demester, the halving-centric perspective on Bitcoin. I'm just going to zoom in so you guys can see this a little bit better. Here we go. So you'll notice from 2011, this is a graph till 2022. What exactly we're experiencing right now. So you can see where we are right now. This is 2019 to 2020. We're probably in between the reaccumulation phase, but you'll notice every halving we have some sort of bullish breakout to the upside. This was post halving right here, or this was the beginning actually, but post halving right here, we had the halving right there, and then we shot right back up, and then there is some sort of bear market that we do actually experience. So we saw that right here, we saw that right here, we see accumulation, which is right there, accumulation, expansion, and it all is repeating within the halving, as the intervals right there. Then we see reaccumulation right here, and then we see the bull market that shoots us up. So we've seen it in 2011, we've seen it in 2013, we've seen it in 2017, and then we're most likely going to see it again in 2020, 2021. Right over there, we should potentially see a bull market for Bitcoin shooting us up to quite high levels. You'll notice the top here is way over $140,000 if this continues, but even moves as high as $20,000 I'm sure will shock many of you guys. But honestly, showing you this chart and showing you things of this nature, holding on to it long term is definitely something to do. It's the way to go, honestly. I highly recommend having, two, wallets, one for short-term gains, one for long-term gains, because the way these look, the way these charts present themselves, to see a major move to the upside like this isn't unlikely. We've seen it in the past 3 times right now. It's almost likely that we're going to see some sort of move, even at $40,000 within Bitcoin. Now, this is very similar to Litecoin's halving chart. I don't actually have that up here right now, but it's very similar. So it's possible that we could see some sort of movement like that within Litecoin as well. Now, you guys wanted to see more charts right here, and I wanted to draw out what I'm seeing right now. So there is some sort of downtrend forming within Litecoin. I'm going to change this color right now, something a little bit different. Let's do red. So you can see right now there is some sort of resistance pushing this cryptocurrency down to lower levels. You guys are asking me, what prices could we fall to? What levels, you want me to talk in terms of pricing? So you can see in terms of resistance, in terms of being oversold, honestly, anything as low as $80 will probably set us a retesting the oversold line. And I think the rock bottom level that we could potentially see a retracement to is around $65 to $67. And I've seen posts from you guys in comments regarding the fact that there is a possibility of a $60, Litecoin, in the mist. It's potentially approaching, and with this resistance line, this downtrend, it's something not to throw to the wind. It is definitely a possibility. We're seeing quite a bit of volume and downwards pressure pushing this coin to lower levels. So you do have to keep a close eye on where this could potentially go. If we do see a break, we can easily see movement of 140. So 140 to potentially $60. I know that's a really big gap, but we do have a cap at $140. We have yet to break that in all of 2019. So we really need to be patient and check out whether or not we are going to see moves of that level. But right now, as I'm seeing this, it looks like there's a lot of downwards pressure pushing this coin down. Anticipate and expect a $67 retracement. Anticipate it, expect it, and if, we see otherwise, we could be very happy and better off if we do retrace back to 140. But that's what I'm getting at right now. Expect retracement. We broke bearish once again. We're facing resistance and downwards pressure from the high-low MMA. We're seeing these cross over. This could be a death cross right now, indicating why I said what I said yesterday, because those lines, the high-low middle moving average lines, are getting very close. No golden cross, but a potential death cross, indicating a bear market or a continuation of the sort. So now to move on to the other altcoins and cryptocurrencies, you can see there also is a small amount of downwards pressure on Bitcoin. You can see right here in red what I'm referring to right here, and it looks like this coin wants to go back down to its high-low MMA. That's what I'm anticipating and expecting, and it seems like if Bitcoin does decide to retest its high-low MMA, it's going to bring the other coins down with it. And in terms of pricing, what you guys want to hear, expect $87 to $8,800. I know that sounds unfortunate, but we have to play, the devil's advocate and anticipate retracement in bearish levels. I know it gets boring when we see low volume, but it's something we have to discuss and we have to talk about. Lastly, out of the top 3 blue chip cryptos, Ethereum. Ethereum doesn't seem to have any sort of real downtrend. I mean, this is a potential possibility. This is a little steeper than others, but let's see if this holds. We do have a bottom support right around here. We're practically near the oversold line, so any movement lower will probably, cap off at around $200 to as low as, $190 in that region before we see any sort of significant break to the upside and a retracement and retestment of its high-low MMA, which is it right now currently in the process of having a death cross. So it is something we do have to be quite parent about, and we have to keep a close eye on this. Now lastly, to wrap up today's episode, we will be looking at Tron, which took an immediate retracement. Not really unexpected, honestly. You'll notice we are in some sort of descending wedge, and we've known this for quite some time now, and you notice that we did have a resistance up at this level right here. So to see the price shoot right back up to here, hitting resistance is likely. It wasn't, out of the blue. It wasn't unnecessary. It definitely made sense to see this. We did have a double top here, and then we saw resistance here. So it is holding for sure. It is a strong resistance, and it looks like we fell all the way down to our bottom support, our previous, all-time low, and now it looks like we're retracing back off that. So we're pretty much going to float around in this channel until we hit this downtrend right here, and then we could potentially see that pop to the upside, and we can see that movement back to the high-low middle moving average, which is right along that line right there. But otherwise, guys, that's gonna pretty much sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing, turning on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. I will be doing another random giveaway soon, so definitely make sure to be subscribed for that, maybe for some free Litecoin to keep things interested. But otherwise, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.